So let's talk about the Dez Bryant Roy Williams situation right now. You know, Dallas Cowboys football is coming up soon, and the team looks great right now. Some people are even picking them to win the Super Bowl. Now, that doesn't affect the outcome, of course, but it does say we got a pretty good contender going on right now. But, of course, right now what's dominating the headlines is the fact that Dez Bryant refused to take or to carry Roy Williams' pads when he was asked to. It was one of those, veteran telling the rookie what to do, and this time the rookie said, no, I'm not going to do that. Now, I don't think this is a huge issue. I don't think this is something that's going to carry over into the season. I think we've got a pretty solid group of guys right now that won't let that happen, or I don't think these guys want it to happen like that. But people are talking about it, and I feel like I'm going to throw my 2 cents in on this. So, yeah, let's not tiptoe around it. Roy Williams has been a disappointment for the Dallas Cowboys. Roy Williams has not produced near what he has been paid to do. He's been overpaid big time. A guy like Miles Austin, who doesn't get paid near what Roy does, was one of the most impactful receivers, the most impactful receiver on this team, and one of the best in the league last season. And so the fact that Roy is the one doing this caused a lot of people to question that. That being said, though, Roy is still a veteran. Roy has still been around the block a few times. Dez is a rookie. Dez has not proven anything on a football field in a game. Okay? One-handed catches at the Alamo Dome does not make a superstar. Doing that in the game does. Now, that being said, what Dez has done so far at practice is the best you could it's the best thing you could want from a new guy coming to camp. He was the first rookie to sign. He's the first guy out at practice. He's the last guy to leave. He's the guy who's going to work out with Tony Romo anytime he can, even during just pure quarterback drills. Dez goes over there so he can get as familiar with Tony Romo and Romo with him as much as possible. And that right there, which should be the main topic of what's going on, Dez wants to win. Dez wants to make this team good. And so nothing but praise for that. But if we're going to stay on this one topic, this hazing topic, Dez has got to carry the pads. He said in an interview afterward, about it, saying that I came here to win football games. I didn't come here to carry no pads. That sounds great, but Jason Witten came to win games. Tony Romo came to win games. Marion Barber came to win games. All these guys came to win games, but you still go by the protocol of locker room, and you go by team camaraderie. Because guess what? The greatest of all time carried pads, sang songs, bought meals, or whatever. Jerry Rice was a guy who did that. Emmitt Smith did it. Deion Sanders, Michael Irvin, all these guys, some of the greatest of all time. Their rookie season, when they went to training camp, they got the rookie treatment and they went along with it because that's just how things are done. Is it stupid? Is it juvenile? Yes, of course it is. But it's a locker room kind of thing, and you just go with it. And see, what happens now is this gets out. And now everyone's talking about it. If he had just grabbed the pads, it would have just been another rookie thing, and I think it would have been more positive light. Now, a lot of people are praising Dez for standing up to Roy Williams because, as I said earlier, Roy has not stepped up to the plate, and the fact that Roy's the one telling Dez to carry his pads is kind of amusing, and I'll get that. And so people say that that's a good way to stand up to Roy. I actually think a more effective way to do this, and a better way to do this for the team, is to carry the pads. Say, okay, Roy, no problem. Carry his pads and do what he needs to do off the field. But when it's time to practice, when it's time to compete, you whip Roy Williams' butt. You run circles around him. You take his spot. I've always been a guy who believes that actions speak way louder than words. And rather than just not doing it, just do it. And then go kick his butt on the field. And I think that makes everybody better in that way. So once again, what Dez has done in practice overall has been nothing but awesome. This guy, he's from Lufkin, Texas, East Texas kid, from my area. So I definitely want to see him do well. And so far, what he's done has been great. But in this particular instance, I'm going to have to side on the veteran side, which is you do what the veterans tell you to do during camp. Okay? You haven't earned your stripes yet. You may do it. But as I said, making a one-handed catch in the Alamo Dome in practice does not make a superstar. Doing that one-handed catch during the regular season and the playoffs, that's what gets you the respect in this league. So right now, Dez Bryant is on his way to earning respect because he's preparing himself the right way. When it comes to locker room camaraderie, if you can say that word, and and being part of the team and just knowing your place as of right now, I think he should have grabbed the pads. I don't think it's a big deal. I think the two guys have squashed it. I'm not sure. I don't think it was too big of a deal anyways, but that's my take on it. When you're a rookie, no matter how good you are or how hard you're working, you're still a rookie. And when you become a vet, you get to do it to those guys. So, Dez, if you really want to send a message, keep doing what you're doing at practice, and then whip Roy Williams' butt on the field and take his spot. That's the best way to get your message across, that you want this team to win. All right, guys, give me what let me know what you guys think, and how about them Cowboys?